Thanks to the amazing folks over at Ameda City through the Predecessor Creators Guild, I've been given an opportunity to take a first look at Predecessor's upcoming patch, patch 1.4. This patch is absolutely massive and has some changes for every single hero in the game. It's also going to bring us our next Predecessor hero, Boris, who's going to be charging his way into Sanctuary. We got a lot to cover in this patch, so let's get to it. Steel is a tank hero that is played probably about half and half in off lane and in support. He is a very fun hero that adds some cool scrapping, great team fighting. They have adjusted a couple of his abilities in this patch, and we're going to talk about those changes now. The first change is that they have removed his old passive, known as Battering Barrier. It's been removed. And they've given him a new passive, which is called Cybernetic Shield. Now, old players may realize that this is essentially the old Richter passive, and that they have kind of swapped Richter and Steel's passives. Cybernetic Shield does the following. It gives him an 8% max health shield that lasts until it's been destroyed. Now, he regains this shield after he's taken no instances of damage over a certain amount of time. In addition to this shield, he will gain physical armor equal to 20% of his bonus physical armor and magical armor. So he's going to get he'll get some resistances, and he'll get this shield. The next change is to his primary ability, Bull Rush, which is mostly just a nerf. They didn't adjust how the ability works or how it functions, but they did lower the base damage and the scaling damage. His next ability that's been adjusted is his secondary ability, Force Shield. The next ability that's been adjusted is his secondary ability, Force Shield. They fixed a bug with his ability, which was making it to where when an enemy walked through the wall, it was only affecting the first enemy hit. Now it should affect multiple enemies, whereas previously it did not. The other change that they have added to this is that it now hits monsters and minions in addition to enemy heroes. The next change is to his alternate ability, Shield Bash. They have pretty significantly increased the base damage, as well as they've adjusted the max health scaling, which is actually a little bit lowered. It's 2 to 4% instead of a flat 5% in the previous patch. They've reduced the scaling damage on this ability, but they have lowered the cooldown. The last change that they've made is a simple one. To his ultimate ability, Shield Slam, they have increased the base damage of this ability. So overall, not a lot of changes coming to Steel, but what do we think about the Cybernetic Shell, the new passive that's come over from Richter? Let me know in the comments below, and let me know if you plan on playing the new and improved Steel in patch 1.4.